You are welcome to online lectures with Pharmacology, the schoolboy. Today, we'll take a look at pharmacology and we have some questions on the board. Question number 1 says, what is pharmacokinetics? Pharmacokinetics is an aspect of pharmacology that studies the time course of the movements of drug in, through, and out of the body. Pharma, etymologically, pharma talks about what? Drug. Pharmacon, drug, pharma. Kinetic talks about movement, motion. So the time course of drug into the body, through the body, and out of the body. Everything that happens to that drug and whatever the drug encounters as it's entering the body, passing through the body, and leaving the body, talks about what? Pharmacokinetics. So under pharmacokinetics, we have things like absorption, because the drug needs to be absorbed. Distribution, it needs to be distributed to different parts of the system. Then we have metabolism, it needs to be metabolized. Then we have the one we call what? Elimination. Elimination, it needs to leave the system, because if it doesn't leave the system, it will accumulate and becomes toxic. So this is basically what pharmacokinetics is all about. So in a nutshell, you can say that pharmacokinetics studies about what the body does to the drug. Simple. Because these things need to actually take place before the drug can be available to do what? Exerts its action in the body. All right, so that's for question number 1. Question number 2 says, drugs are marketed by dash name. We have 3 names of drug. We have the chemical name, generic name, and brand name. So drugs are marketed by its brand name or trade name. So that's the name given to a drug by the company, be it the innovator brand, be it the generic brand one, but the most part is that there's a trade name given to a particular drug so that the company will be able to do what? Distinguish their own. Something like paracetamol now. My name is Chetanna. I may start to give my paracetamol Chetamol. I may give it Chetamol just to be able to do what? I may give it Chetamol and put this trademark name, Chetamol. The idea is to distinguish my own from other companies' paracetamol, so that anywhere they mention Chetamol, they know where it's coming from. And at the same time, it belongs to me. No other company can use this name for their own paracetamol. No other company can do that. If not, they will get into trouble with my company and they will pay heavily for that. So this name now belongs to me. I have actually what? Paid for this name and it's entirely mine. So no company can use it. It will also help me to do what? If I promote this company, this name well, if I market it well, it will help me to get a good market share of paracetamol. So let me stop it at that. So the name is what? Brand name or trade name. Number 3 says, dash is the name of drug that describes its molecular structure. That describes its molecular structure. This one is brand name or trade name. The one that describes its molecular structure. This one is the chemical name. Chemical name of a drug describes its molecular structure. When a drug is discovered, chemistry is life. Chemistry is all about matter. Drug is a matter too. So drug has its own chemical formula. Each of these drugs is through structural elucidation that they will not say, okay, this is how the structure of this drug looks like. The drug can also be synthesized, to get a particular structure. So the chemical name shows the molecular structure of that particular drug. It's usually long. Not everybody can pronounce it. So if not even rare, you cannot. They don't use it in prescription because most of the solos are very, 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 very long, and it's highly professional. That it's only those that are good at chemistry will be able to even pronounce it, let alone having it, memorizing it. So that name is what chemical name. It is very important for those in pharmaceutical chemistry. Very, very important. Medicinal chemistry. Very, 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 very important. Because through this chemical name that elucidate the chemical structure, you can actually do synthesize the molecule for formulation of different dosage forms by different companies that are involved in dosage form manufacturing. Like now, paracetamol we use here. I like using paracetamol. Paracetamol you use here. There are companies that synthesize paracetamol as a drug, and also there are companies that formulate paracetamol as a tablet, suspension, syrup, injection, and different and other dosage forms. So the name that describes the molecular structure is the chemical name. All right, let's go over to question number 4. Number 4 says the name of drugs that can be patented is dash. This is still brand name or trade name. Actually, what happens there is this. When a company discovers a particular molecule or drug, the company will give it a name, a brand name. They will call it the innovator brand. It becomes their own. Now, they will patent it with that name. When their patent right, for let's say 20 years or so, expires, other companies can now start both the synthesis and manufacturing of these drugs, that drug and its various dosage forms under generics. We call them the generics. So, but actually, the name that is patented is what? Is the brand name that is what? Patented. So the name is what? The answer is what? Brand name or trade name. But this is basically for the innovator brand. This holds more for the what? Innovator brand. Okay, and now let's continue. Number 5 says prescribers are advised to use dash names of drugs for uniformity. Here is you can also call this brand name, trade name, or proprietary name. Brand name, trade name, or proprietary name. Here, this one is what? Generic name. You can call it generic name. You can call it non-proprietary name. You can call this one generic name or non-proprietary name. Prescribers are advised to use generic name or non-proprietary name of names of drug for uniformity. Like this chetamol may not be that common. A doctor here may prescribe with chetamol, and I may travel to another states or even another states to go. The chetamol may not be there, Then I'll be traveling from one pharmacy to another, one pharmacy to another, looking for chetamol. Because the doctor prescribed chetamol, I want to see chetamol written on that medicine before I buy it. I may not be able to see chetamol. But if the doctor actually just prescribed paracetamol tablet, at least I know if you go there, the company, the pharmacies there will know exactly, okay, look at the paracetamol brands they have, and dispense it to me. So that's why it's always good to use what brand, to use what generic name. And apart from that, when it goes to essential medicine list, it's also advised to use generic name. Yes, yes, because some of these brand name, some of these brands, because it has been branded, may be very, very expensive. Yes, they may not even be cost effective. Of course, when we talk of cost effectiveness, what it means is that one drug may be very, very expensive. Drug A may be very expensive, and drug B may be may not be expensive. But two of them are doing the same thing, and they effectively take care of a particular ailment. Drug B that is gotten at a cheaper, at a lesser expensive rate, and perform the same function at the same, or even better than the other one, is more cost effective. But the one that is that is costly, may not be what is not cost effective. The same way, drug A may be very expensive and be very, very effective. Drug B may be very, very, maybe cheap and not effective. Even though drug B is cheaper, but it's not cost effective. The one that is very expensive and effective is more cost effective. So the cost of the drug must be married with the effectiveness of the drug, the efficacy. Very, very important. So this is reason why generic name is preferred. Now, number 6, the fastest route of drug administration is dash. This is intravenous IV. Intravenous route. Intravenous route is the fastest route of drug administration. The onset of action is almost immediate. It's immediately. The effect is felt. The bioavailability is 100%. The bioavailability is what? 100%. What is injected is presented in the what? Systemic what? Circulation. So that's the fastest. Number 7 says list 6 sources of drugs. 6 sources of drugs. Okay. Basically, we have, I can list up to 7, but I group them into 2, the traditional and the orthodox. So the under traditional we have 4, under orthodox we have 3, or thereabout. So under traditional we have plant source. Plants. Some drugs I got from different parts of what? Plants. We have the animal source. Number 3, we have mineral source or earth. Then number 4, we have microbiological source. So we have plants, animal, mineral, and microbiological what? Source. So we have 4 already. Now under orthodox, we have synthetic source, we have semi-synthetic source, and we have genetic, the one from genetic engineering, or simply the recombinant DNA technology. The question says list, so I'm not going deep into examples. So when a question comes up that will require us to go deep into that, I'll do that. So these are I listed 7, but the question says 6. Number 8 says dash is the oldest source of drug. Plant is the oldest source of drug. Plant is the oldest source of drugs. All right. Thank you very much for your attention. Please, if you have any question, feel free to chat me up using the WhatsApp line on the screen. My Facebook, YouTube channel name is on the list, Pharmacology, the Schoolboy TV. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook for more lectures like this. Share with your friends, your colleagues, your children, your students. Someone out there may be in need of this. And God will bless you as you do so. See you next time.